What's good, YouTube? All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, and all praises to Yahusha, the one that lived for us, died to his flesh for us, then died on the stake for us, and was resurrected for us to have the Ruach HaKodesh. Now, you know what we do about this time, after I make that intro, is you know what that was? Me quickening the Ruach HaKodesh. So, let's begin. It's been real. Remember, I'm going through this, so y'all don't gotta go through it. And I promise you, this has been one amazing journey. Alright? So, I'm gonna teach you what I learned about communicating with the Most High, regardless of what's going on around you, and exalting his presence, even in the midst of, turmoil or confusion. So in the midst of turmoil and confusion, I have been really, my faith has been stretched beyond limits. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not an easy task to just say the Most High has it, because sometimes, we get so dependent on ourselves that we get in his way, and when we get in his way, it kind of just, it makes us, how can I say this? It makes us unbelievers when we get in his way. That's unnecessary. But yeah, it makes us, it makes him consider us unbelievers or murmurers when we don't believe, or when we doubt his presence, or we doubt his, doubt his working in our life. I know because this is something I've recently been going through. However, Yahuwah has blessed me tremendously in many different ways. Shouts out to Fox. I really, 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 really appreciate you. And one of my subscribers, she came through, she blessed me, and I didn't even know how to react. Honestly, I just said, I'm thanking the Most High, I'm thanking her. I'm trying to go out my way to even, make sure that I give an absolute teaching on the process of having faith in the turmoil. So, especially if you're going through something harsh. If you're going through something harsh, having faith within the turmoil, no matter what you see, and then breathe. Because that's how you activate the Ruach HaKodesh. Breathe. I'm gonna tell y'all this every time. Breathe in the Ruach HaKodesh. And then exalt the Most High Yahuwah. Exalt the fruits of the Ruach HaKodesh. Patience, long-suffering, love. Those are the things that are exalted by the fruits of the Ruach. Not ego. You're not trying to pacify your ego. And then we're not trying to worship ourselves. We're trying to worship the Most High. And we're trying to exalt the Ruach HaKodesh and the armor of Yahuwah. So as we exalt the armor of Yahuwah and also his grace and his mercy, like, when we exalt those things, the Most High has a special place for that. A lot of times we will, because you may tell people about what you've been experiencing, and they'll say they believe you, but it be surface level belief. It don't be they actually believe you. They'll say they believe you, but they truly don't know what you mean unless you're given time to explain. And sometimes people don't have time or don't want to make time to hear the explanation or see the explanation in action. Because what I've noticed myself doing is explaining about the Ruach HaKodesh, not to, and this is just to people that I'm around on a regular basis, because remember, no one that is comfortable with you is really going to believe you the way that someone that doesn't know you is. That's in Matthew, actually. It's in Matthew, and I believe it's in John as well. I'm not for certain because it was different points of view on how he, performed miracles, and he wasn't able to heal them as much as he would in another city. And that's fine with me, because right now I'm taking time out to allow the Ruach HaKodesh to heal my vessel. And as the Ruach HaKodesh heals my vessel, I've been learning how to, allow, rest. And as you rest and allow the Ruach HaKodesh to heal your vessel, it works out amazingly. Also, it brings you into remembrance of all other Ruach. And when I tell y'all this, like, some of y'all might believe me, but some of y'all might not believe me. But your emotional concentration on the Most High is mandatory. That's mandatory. It's not like, that's not something you want to do surface level. You really want to take out time to understand his feelings and his emotions. I do. I take out time to, I take out time to actually understand his ways and his behavior, and to allow, like, because not everything, like, you're going to have those days where you feel like it ain't going my way. You need to fight that feeling, though. Like, because it ain't about your way. It's about the Most High's way. Like, if something's not going out the way that you would have liked it to go, or you're determined that it's going to go a specific way, remember, scratch that. Because especially if you gave your free will to the Most High. If you gave your free will to the Most High, don't expect nothing to go the way that you want it to go. It's not like it'll go the way you want it to go, but don't expect it to go in every detail the way that you have thought it out. Because you're always going to have variables. You're always going to have variables, and you're always going to have, things that may obscure or challenge your faith. it may challenge your perception, it may challenge your faith. And I've learned something even over time, that have y'all noticed that most of us, we really only give reverence to Yahusha's sacrifice. And we are to honor his sacrifice, but we are to exalt the resurrection. Exalt and concentrate on the resurrection. Because to concentrate on the sacrifice or his death leads you to death. But to concentrate on his resurrection and eternal life leads you to eternal life. I didn't know that at first. And I don't think a lot of people do, because I don't ever hear preachers saying that. Like, you know, or we'll concentrate on how he sacrificed his life, you know, to give us the Ruach HaKodesh, but we forgot all about the resurrection. Most of the time, we don't concentrate on it. We're mainly concentrating on the downfall. And as admirable as that can be, it's not the way we're supposed to be. We mainly supposed to focus on the resurrection and his gift to us. Like, we supposed to exalt him for giving us the gift to communicate with the Most High, and then we're supposed to exalt the Most High for allowing us to see his resurrection and see his eternal life and existence and everlasting. Like, that's how we're supposed to worship. However, you know, you have some, you know, we've been misled. We have been misled, yes. And a lot of times these people don't even know that they're misleading us. And that's fine. It's okay. You can't take it personal, and you can't take it like they knew better. Because some of these people really didn't know better. And me personally, like, the way my life been going, it's been very fruitful. Like, it hasn't just been one or two blessings. It's been, the Most High has been my resource. And him being my resource and me trusting and believing in him has allowed me, I'ma tell y'all, a few weeks ago, I ain't know what I was gonna do. I ain't know where I was gonna stay at. I ain't know what. All I knew was trust that the Most High got me. And that's where my faith was being tested at. Like, I had to trust the Most High, Yahoo. I had to trust him completely, no matter what it looked like, no matter how shaky it got, no matter how messed up I thought things was, or that was in front of me, because I understood something. Because I learned this listening to another video, but then also I was like, okay, because they keep taking glory away from the Most High Yahoo. That's another thing too. The quantum field, or the quantum field is nothing but Ruach. Okay? The quantum field is Ruach. A field of Ruach. And yes, it's a very real thing. Now, we have been misled with some of the things, okay? Like for example, people like to say that you're talking to your higher self. There is no higher self, okay? There is no, there are different realities, that's true. But it's all in alignment. Are you aligned with the Most High Yahuwah? Are you aligned with what he has for you? Or are you aligned with what you have for you? which is egotistical. It's egotistical to do that. I've been learning this the hard way though. Like, okay, so it's a very thin line because, like I said, these invisible laws, they still work. They still work, and and they're still very real laws. And when you concentrate emotionally on certain things, like if you give too much energy to certain things, a reality collapse, that's true. You can truly use your consciousness because the Most High did create us that way to collapse reality. However, you have to be careful about how you feel when you collapse or observe something. Sometimes just observe. Don't give it no energy. Don't give it no emotional energy. Just be aware. You know, like when I say to y'all, like, you know, the communities or things are just out of line or out of whack, don't concentrate too much on the things that are going on incorrect around you. That your focus should be on Yahuwah is protecting me right now. Like Yahuwah is protecting me right now. And he's allowing me to give y'all this message. Bless his holy name. Bless his holy name. Bless Yahusha's holy name. For he came to give us salvation, and he showed us the way to have salvation. But a lot of times we misinterpret. And so as we misinterpret or misread, and I ain't even gonna say misread, but you know, a lot of times people don't take out the time to look at the detail of why certain laws exist or why certain things exist that's considered a sin. Like, you know, if we're not careful, you know, sin is allowed to go abound because many of us can be tempted by Satan, Ha-Satan, Ruach Ha-Satan. And Ruach Ha-Satan, which is like the Ruach HaKodesh, the foul breath, and the foul breath and the foul fluid. That's Ruach Ha-Satan. Things that pervert your mind, things that cause you disharmony on the inside, and things that cause you to be tempted to do things that are nefarious or unrighteous, because Ruach HaSatan only influences, and it's only influence if the vessel allows the influence. Now the Ruach HaKodesh works the same way. You gotta allow the Ruach to take over your vessel. So it's either you're gonna allow Ruach HaSatan, which is Satan, to take over your vessel, or you're gonna allow Ruach HaKodesh, holy breath, to take over your vessel. And remember, it's not what goeth into a man. It's not all what goeth into a man that defileth the man, but what cometh out of the man in abundance. That's what defileth the man. So if murmuring comes out in abundance, then that's what you're gonna get in abundance. If certain things come out in abundance that you know that you just shouldn't be concentrated on, you got to pull back and observe. You got to pull back. Hey, all right, and realize that everything you're seeing in front of you are things that you have already thought, and the Most High allowed to happen in front of you for you to realize, okay, you're not giving me enough attention, you know. because that's what it is. Like when you lose your attention and concentration to the Most High, he gonna allow certain things to happen. Oh yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I know I ain't been on in a while, and I miss everybody. Well, I miss talking to y'all. I haven't been on, I think I've done one live stream before, but I haven't been in a live stream because my setup ain't. Once I get my setup together, I'll be able to do live streams. But right now, I'm just giving y'all this good word and giving y'all this good experience that I've been experiencing, which is I've been learning how to use the Ruach, allowing the Ruach HaKodesh to use me, use my vessel. Because that's another thing too that we get wrong. It's not us using the Ruach HaKodesh, it's the Ruach HaKodesh using us, flowing through us to exalt the Most High, communicate with the Most High, and to communicate with each other as well. But a lot of times, we miss it. And when we miss that, and don't get me wrong, I get that we're gonna have our bad days. You're gonna have your bad days. You're gonna have I've seen a lot of stuff online that I ain't really about to talk about right now. I'm gonna talk about it later, but people are allowed to have their bad days. You're allowed that. However, it's how you respond to your bad, situations, or to situations that, because it's never really the day that's bad. It's only the situation that you interacting with at the time that either makes you feel uncomfortable, angry, mad, because it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be angry. But just as long as you don't lose your faith, okay, don't let it break you. Don't fold. Stand on your square that the Most High is protecting you, no matter what it looks like. No matter what it looked like, the Most High is protecting me. No matter what it looks like, and no matter what I'm interacting with, as long as I allow the Ruach HaKodesh to guide how I respond, that's what I'm going to do. And then, the more you do it, the easier it gets. But he do have to allow your faith to be challenged, though. It's not gonna come easy, especially after repented for maybe a lot of bad things done. That's when he allows your faith to be tested the most, because he takes away everything that you gained in your unbelief or in your self, grandizement. And your self-grandizement, once you don't realize I'm a terrible person, or whatever the case may be at the time, the Most High, he wants to see if you really mean it. And so he gonna allow Satan to tempt you. He'll allow Satan to tempt you. Now he's not gonna make it to where you ain't got no way out either. Because Satan tempted me on plenty of time. And I'm like, I'm not folding. It's a wrap, because my free will went to the Most High anyway. So if it go against the Most High, I'm not doing it. That's really how I am. If it go against the Most High, I'm not doing it. If it goes against his will, I'm not doing it. If it goes against righteousness, I'm not doing it. And you shouldn't either, honestly. Because have a childlike spirit for the Most High. Stop being an adult. You don't know what you're doing. And I'm not saying that you don't consciously know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not sitting here telling y'all nothing that I don't understand. I understand that people think they know. And they think they know. I thought I knew. But I know better now. I know nothing. I know no thing but what the Ruach Hakodesh allows me to remember or bring me into remembrance to. And yeah, collapsing your reality is a real thing. So be very careful about how you use your emotional concentration. I use my emotional concentration on the Most High. And so my emotional concentration on the Most High has blessed me. And also I use my emotional concentration on the Ruach HaKodesh. And my emotional concentration on the Ruach HaKodesh has blessed me. It has. Definite. For certain. And yeah, I ain't saying I'm a master of this. I want to be a master servant of the Most High. I want to allow the Ruach HaKodesh to run my life. And I want to allow the Most High to run my life. So I know that he'll block anything that doesn't serve his purpose for me. So if it doesn't serve his purpose for me, he's not about to allow it to happen. Because it's not his purpose for me. And then on top of it, he removes all temptations that could mislead me or misguide me. So he'll put me in situations to where I could be tempted, but he's like, nah, I'm about to remove this situation, so he's not tempted. Seriously, like he'll block people that I might have a personal connection to or whatever the case may be. And he'll be like, yeah, you gave me your free will. I'm not about to allow you to mess this up. And he protects me from myself. Seriously, I'm a child right now. Like, so I ain't telling y'all nothing I ain't experiencing. Like, but I had to pay attention though, because it's never obvious. Never obvious. It's always later on down the line, I understand what I saw. Like even me seeing people's spiritual energy, like seeing it, that stuff is real. It's real when you look at it. When you look at people, you can, and that's if you choose to see it. Now the Ruach HaKodesh did give us all individual gifts and gave us access to all gifts if we only concentrate on the things of the Ruach HaKodesh. The Ruach HaKodesh. If we concentrate on those things, he allows the Ruach HaKodesh to use your vessel to perform his miracles. I mean, it's been happening for me, so I know. But he doesn't want you to be boastful. He doesn't want you to brag. He doesn't want you to, like, be meek, be meager. You know, like, if you get a blessing, don't go out splurging. You know what I mean? Don't go out trying to show off. You know, when your blessings come, let the Most High exalt you. Let the Most High exalt you. Don't allow your vanity to get in the way. Don't get vain. Don't get always be humble. Remain humble. Remain in your humility. Don't allow your ego to block what he has for you. And stop all this self-idol worship. And I ain't saying those that follow me or follow my channel do self-idol worship. I'm not saying that, but if somebody happens to come across this video and they realize that they performing witchcraft, or they realize, because it's very close. I can tell you that too. It's very close. Like, the Ruach HaKodesh can be mistaken for witchcraft because they removed the teaching and they didn't want us to know. However, they didn't want us to serve the Most High with it. They wanted us to be selfish. Like, they wanted us to self-idol worship. So when you find these invisible laws or these universal laws working out that the Most High created, it's the Most High. It's not what people think. Though it still works. And like I said, there will be people that don't experience a day of turmoil because they know how the laws work. For example, let's put it this way. Those that have committed iniquity towards another and they didn't play any physical role or part in that iniquity, which is what protects you from, like, that's a part of the law. If you don't participate in the iniquity, even though you might have incentivized the iniquity, which is what the Most High shall punish you for, and that could be well after you pass away. But if you don't personally participate in iniquity, but let's say you pay somebody off to do something, or you do things to keep your hands clean, and another suffers because you're keeping your hand clean, even though you're misleading those individuals, and you will get your day of reckoning when the Most High comes. It won't be as immediate because you didn't participate. That's how it goes. Because like when you understand how the laws work, which a lot of people like, and I ain't saying a lot of people understand how these laws work, otherwise we wouldn't have so much turmoil and confusion and chaos in the world. But I just understand. And I saw it spiritually. I have a strong knowing. And I have a strong insight. And I ain't saying this to scare y'all. I want y'all to turn to the Most High. And when you repent, truly repent, just expect stuff to not go your way until he allows Satan to test your faith. Just understand that everything that you're seeing, you have thought and you have given emotional energy to already. So your task is to not respond. Your task is to ignore. Your task is to give it to the Most High, Yahuwah, and stop being independent. No independence. That gotta go. It's interdependence. Depend on others, depend on Yahuwah, not yourself. Be resourceful in Yahuwah. Be resourceful with your faith. Be resourceful for those that are righteous. And be resourceful, and then also accept resources from those that are righteous. It's okay, just as long as the Most High permits it. But he don't block other people's blessings from, because he taught me this too. He taught me to accept blessings from others, okay? Accept the blessing when it is offered, because you could be blocking their blessing when you deny the blessing that he allowed them to give to you. And so I had to work on that, and I understand it, and sometimes I don't want to be too, like, cause sometimes I can get in my own way and be like too manly. Like I can be way too manly, like worldly manly. Like we know what manly mean. But sometimes I could be that, and it's like the Most High don't want me to be like that. He want me to be. He still want me to have a heart for Him, like be soft. Don't be harsh. Like and you know, don't try and do everything on your own. That's not how the Most High created us. And so, with that being said, it is all love if you made it this far. And remember, breathe. Breathe. Breathe in the Ruach HaKodesh. Exalt the Most High. Exalt your angels. Exalt the angels that govern the portals. Exalt the Ruach that governs the portals. Exalt the Ruach that governs the rain. Exalt the Ruach that governs the season. Because it's Ruach that governs the seasons. It's all different types of Ruach, but you just have to know what you're reading. And I had to know what I was reading. I had to learn it though. Like, it ain't gonna just come out. Now, the Most High, He gave me a gift to discern correctly. So, I want to teach y'all to do the same thing. Discern correctly, you know. Not everyone got your worst interest in heart, and not everyone got your best interest at heart. At the same time, discern carefully, you know. And if you involve yourself or involve others, you know, make sure that you're guiding them righteously. Be righteous. That's what I do. I'm trying to, like, and not trying, I just like to guide people righteously because it's the right thing to do. And guide them to the Most High. Don't have yourself being just a guide. Guide them to the Most High so the Most High can guide them. And then, like, and you know, exalt that. Exalt the Most High. That's what exalts the Most High. You effectively leading people to learning how to use the Ruach HaKodesh effectively. Yeah, it's all love. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you feel me? Hit my comments. And yeah, I know I've been out for a minute. However, I'm gonna get back into it. I just been going I've been going through it, so y'all don't have to. The Most High has blessed me though. I'll tell you that. He has created me to, you know, be a servant and a leader as well. So it's like, okay, I have to learn how to serve and lead. And the Most High, He's put me in positions to serve, lead, and serve. And I just allow it to happen because that's what I see for myself, is to be a master servant. Remember, Yahuwah serves and gives resources to the king. The king serves and gives resources to the people. And your resource is the Most High, Yahuwah, and the Ruach HaKodesh, and the Hamashiach, Yahusha. Those are our resources. Nothing more than that, y'all. Nothing physical like that, for real. These physical things, they're add-ons. But the true resource is Yahuwah. Trust me, I know. It's all love, y'all. Hit me up. you know, in the comments, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, if you have any discrepancies with this down to earth conversation, because it's down to earth, not a, like, I didn't teach from the Bible, but I will be teaching from the Bible as well, just to prove what I'm talking about. And just to prove to y'all I ain't lying. I'm not sitting here being untruthful with what I read and understand. But at the same time, you know, if you got it on your mind, hey, you might have a disagreement. If you have a disagreement, let's hash it out. And, you know, just say hi in the comments if you like, or just give your opinion on how you feel like the video was. If you feel like I could do something better, I'm open to correction. But it's all love, y'all.